Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hilman bin Muhammad Hafiz, matrix number B1323104431. I'm from Group 2 alongside 4 more of my friends. The leader Muhammad Arif and other members are Wan Amirul Hakim, Ahmad Farhan and Muhammad Hazrul Haikal. The topic for our mini project is bank management system. I will talk about the introduction of our mini project. The bank management system is a C++ program designed to simulate basic banking operation for managing customer accounts. It allows users to perform key account management tasks and keeps a record of all transactions for reference. There are multiple of core features. The first one is account management. Account management is to view account details such as account ID, account holder name, and current balance. For the second one, deposits and withdrawals. It's used for users can deposit money or withdraw funds with all transactions logged for accountability. The third one, transaction history. The system maintains a file-based record of all deposits and withdrawals, ensuring a clear activity log. Next, balance overview. Display individual account balance and calculate the total balance across all accounts. Lastly, user-friendly menu. A menu-driven interface makes it easy to choose operation and interact with the system. Okay. The program uses structures to manage account details, function to handle operations like deposit and withdrawals, and file handling to log transaction. This simple yet effective system is ideal for managing bank accounts and can be easily expanded with additional features in the future. Okay, now I'm gonna pass to Wan Amirul Hakim.
Wan Amirul Hakim bin Muhammad Azman. My matrix number is B1323104113. I will continue the presentation. For the problem statement, managing personal finances is important, but not everyone needs a complicated software for basic banking tasks. This project is a simple bank management system that help user manage their account activity easily. For the main features, we have checked the account details that user can see their account holder name and current balance to stay informed about their finances. The second function for deposit money, user can add money to their account. The system will check the amount and update the balance right away. Then we have withdrawal money. User can take out the money if they have enough balance. The system will make sure they don't withdraw more than the what's that available. And the last one was the exit the system. User can also close the program when they are done with their task. The system is simple to use and great for the basic banking needs without any extra complexity.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Muhammad Hazrul Haikal bin Melak. Nama matric is B1322104117. So I will talk so in this case I will talk about the flowchart of our project. The flowchart begin with the start node where the system display the main menu and the process the user's input. If the user selects option number 1, they are prompt to to input an account ID and the system attempts to find the account. If the account is found, the system display the account setting. If not, the process end. For the option number 2, the user option in their account ID and deposit amount. The system log the transaction and deposit the specific account provide the account is found. If user choose option number 3, their input their account ID and the withdraw amount. The system verify the account and check if the withdraw is valid. If all condition meet, the withdraw is processed. Is the user select option number 4, the system display the transaction history. For the option number 5, the system calculate the display the total balance of the account. In both cases, the user given the choice to continue or end the process. Finally, if user select option number 6, the system display a goodbye message, which is the ending the process. In every scenario, the user is prompted to decide whether to continue or exit to the main menu.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Farhan bin Soimi Jeffrey. My matrix number is B1323103775. And now I will continue with this slide. So basically, this part shows how to create a basic banking app with C++ programming. It handles common tasks like checking account details, deposits, withdrawals, and keeping transaction history. It uses structures to organize data, vectors for storing multiple accounts, functions to keep the code neat, and file handling to save logs. It includes error checks to make sure users can do things like withdrawing more money than they have. This project helps practice important programming skills like organizing data, handling files, and making sure the apps works correctly.
Hi again, this is Hilman, and I will talk about the purpose of the first function. It is to display the details of the provided account, such as ID, name, and balance. The HCC is a constant reference to the account object, and the output is to print account details in a formatted structure. Now I will explain the function in the coding. The first one is void. Void does not return any value. For the display account is the name of the function. Const account and HCC account, the type of the input parameter. Const is to ensure that the pass account object cannot be modified within the function. And HCC passes the account object by reference to avoid creating a copy. Output statement now is for the cout. Cout account details prints a header for the account details. Cout account ID is to display the account's unique identifier. Cout account holder is to print the name of the account holder. Cout is current balance is to display the current account balance. Lastly, cout/n prints a photo to visually separate the account details. That's all from me.
My name is Hakim. I will continue the presentation for second function. For the second function was the deposit money function. This function allow you to deposit money into the bank account. The deposit is allowed if the amount is greater than 0. It takes a reference to an account and the deposit amount. For the purpose of this function was it's allow user to deposit money into the specific account. Then why its use was to enable the adding money to an account and to record the transaction. How it's run was first, it takes an account reference and a deposit amount. Then it checks if the deposit amount is greater than 0 or not. If the amount is valid, which means greater than 0, it adds the deposit amount to the account balance and logs the transaction in the file. If the amount is invalid, which means negative or 0, it will print an error message.
For the part of my function is third and fourth. So the third function is designed to handle the withdrawal of money from a user's account while logging the transaction. It takes two parameters, a reference to the account object and the amount to be withdrawn. The function first ensure the withdrawal amount is greater than 0 and does not exceed the current account balance. If these conditions are met, it updates the account balance and logs. If the transaction detail of the file name transaction txt, if the withdrawal failed due to insufficient balance of other issue, or if the system encounters an error while opening the file for logging, appropriate error message are displayed to the user. For function is responsible for reading and display the transaction history stored in the transaction.txt file. Before proceeding, it check whether the file exit. If the file is missing, the function notify the user that no transaction history is available. If the file is found, it read and print each file for the each line of the file to the console, presenting the transaction history in the clear and readable format for the user. Both function contribute to managing account transaction effectively while providing informative feedback. That's all for my function. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm Ahmad Farhan. I will continue for the fifth function. So as we can see, the purpose of the show menu function is to display the main menu of the bank management system to the users. It serves as a user interface that presents all the available options for managing their account. For the output, the menu options are printed to the console, clearly numbered and followed by a prompt asking the user to input their choice. For the function details, it uses a series of cout statements to display the system title, bank management system, menu options such as display account details, deposit money, withdraw money, and etc. It concludes by asking the user to enter your choice, indicating that the system is waiting for an input to proceed. So the show menu function does not perform any operation beyond displaying the menu and prompting the user. Its primary role is to act as an entry point for the other function in the system. So now I will move on to the next function. So this function is used to locate an account in a collection of accounts using its unique account ID. So account ID is the unique identifier for the account being searched. For returns, a pointer to the account object if an account with the matching account ID is found. For the null pointer, if no account with the given account ID exists. So basically, the function iterates through a collection of accounts using a range-based for loop. For each account object, it checks if the account ID matches the account ID of the current account. If a match is found, the function returns the memory address of the account. If the loop completes without finding a match, it returns null pointer to indicate no account was found. This function ensure efficient account lookup within the system.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Arif. Okay, I now explain about the function 7. The purpose of this entry point of the program where the entry application start. What it use, it coordinate the flow of the programming in initializing account and handling user inputs through the menu. How it runs, it initialize some test account for simplicity to accounts with initial balance. We start enter a loop where the menu is displayed and user input is processed accordingly. The user can choose different actions like viewing account details, making deposit, and others. We use the case because the main function drive the whole system, allowing the user to interact with the menu and perform a various action.
And for the last time, my name is Mohamed Hilman, and I will talk about the structured data for our mini project. A structured data in C++ is a user-defined data type that groups related variables of different data types under one name. It's a powerful tool for modeling real-world entities by combining different types of data into one logical unit. In our mini project, we use a structure to model a bank account. Here's the definition. The account ID is an integer that uniquely identifies each account. Each account in the system has a distinct ID. And string name is a string that holds the name of the account holder. And for the float balance, a floating point number that represents the current balance in the account. That's all.
Okay, now for the file handling. File handling is used to read from and write to files. In your program, file handling is used to store transaction history, deposit, withdrawal in a file called transaction.txt. Writing to a file, transaction logging. To log each transaction, deposit or withdrawal, we use the offstream output file stream class that allow us to open file in different mode. Reading for the file from a file, view transaction history. To display transaction history, we use the if stream input file stream. It reads the contents by the file line by line. By using the file handling, we ensure that transaction data is presented across multiple runs from the program, meaning that the transaction history is saved even after the program ends. I'm Hakim. I will continue the presentation of the array. The array was used in the bank management system was firstly for storing multiple accounts. Array can be used to store multiple customer accounts, each represented by a structure or the object. For example, if you have the multiple account holder, each account details like account ID, name and the balance can be organized in an array. Second, for the access by index. Array allow direct access to an account by its position in the array, which make the operation like a deposit, withdrawal or displaying account details being more efficient. And the third one was efficient iteration. Array make it easy to iterate through all the accounts to perform the tasks such as display all account balance or calculate the total balance across the account. The purpose of the using the array was array are used to handle collection of the data such as a multiple account in this banking coding, ensuring the structured storage and efficient operation like searching and updating. For the summary of it, array are integral in organizing and processing data in a project like the bank management system, providing an efficient way to manage and collection of account transaction or any representative data structure.
Hi, so I'm Muhammad Farhan. I will continue with the last slide, which is the conclusion. So, in conclusion, the Bank Management System project implements a practical banking application using C++ to address common needs like viewing account, deposit, withdrawals, and transaction history. For example, users can check their balance, perform transaction, and keep track of their financial activities all in one place. It effectively uses structures or structs to organize account information, allowing different fields such as account number, account holder's name, and balance to be grouped together under one data structure. This helps manage multiple accounts and simplifies operation like updating balances or adding transaction records. The system also incorporates file handlings to log transaction, ensuring that every deposit and withdrawal is recorded even after the program is closed. This means that even if the user exits the application, the transaction history remains stored and can be retrieved when the program is reopened. The project demonstrates programming concepts like loops, conditionals, and vector-based data handling as it processes users' inputs, handles transactions, and dynamically stores data. For example, a loop might be used to continually prompt the user for actions until they choose to exit the program, while vectors can store transaction data that grows as more activities occur. Its modular structure allows for easy expansion with advanced features such as multi-user support, enhanced security, and additional banking operation. For instance, adding multiple user accounts will allow each person to have their own account with separate login credentials. This makes it a versatile project suitable for real-world application development. Thank you.
To show the result of the coding and how every function is function. Okay, now I want to test the first one. First, we enter the number one. Okay, we enter the account ID for the account number one. Okay, we can see here. First account is for the account holder is Farhan and account balance is 5,000 ringgit. Okay, we see to the second ID account. So we enter one, we enter two, and we're gonna see here the account for ID2 is Arif and account balance is 10,000.
Okay, now I want to show deposit money for the two accounts. Okay, now I made for the first account. First, we enter two, and we enter the account ID for the number one. Okay, for example, we're gonna deposit 50 ringgit from ID number one. Okay, it say here successfully deposited 50 ringgit from account 1. Okay, now I want to show for the account number 2. We enter number 2, ID for the number 2. We're gonna deposit like 450 ringgit for the account 2. And it says successfully deposited 450 ringgit into the account 2. Okay, now we're gonna see for how to withdraw the money. Enter number 3. We enter to the account 1. We're gonna withdraw money like 300 ringgit. Okay, it says successfully withdraw 300 ringgit from the account ID number 1. Now we're gonna do it for the account ID number 2. We're gonna withdraw 300 ringgit, and it says successfully withdraw 300 ringgit from the account ID number 2. Okay, now if you want to see all the transaction view we have made, we just enter number 4, and it show all the transaction we have made from the past. Like we deposit to account number 1 50 ringgit, account deposit for ID number 2 450 ringgit, and we withdraw the money from ID number 1 300 ringgit, and we withdraw ID from the number 2 is 300 ringgit also. Okay, now for the number 5, it gonna display total balance across the two account of in this coding. Okay, if we not doing anything anymore, just enter the number 6 and exit, and it say thank you for the using bank management system, goodbye. Okay, thank you.